What's up, my beautiful, beautiful people? So, I wanted to talk about today a subject that is definitely floating around right now, the topic of vaccines. So, way back when I did a video about how to obtain the vaccination exemption form, I broke down like where you need to go to get it. So just kind of scroll through my videos and check that out. I also did a video about how when I was in school for pharmacy, that in order for me to complete the program, I had to go through a vaccination process because at the time they were like, we're going to have y'all doing interns at the hospital, and it's mandatory that you get vaccinated. And I fought with that and fought with that. And in the video, I tell y'all that I did choose to go ahead and do it with the knowledge of knowing what I needed to do before I went and got it. So that was pumping myself with activated charcoal. Also, I made a like a cilantro type of drink, juice or smoothie or whatever I made, because those are binders. And so anytime you are feeling like in a situation like I was in, where I was like, damn, I feel like you always have a choice, but I wanted to finish school, I wanted to graduate, and it was just a very tough decision for me. So I went and did what I needed to do beforehand before I took that vaccine. So with this subject, I want to give a shout out to Internal Showers, because he posted a question on his Instagram about, what do you do when you're in a situation where you know the righteous way to go, but being an essential worker, it's like, what do you do when something arises now and you're in a position to where you either choose what the corporate world or what the government is saying versus your righteousness? And I'm so thankful that he posed that question, because that was something that I was thinking about since all of this, has been going on. It is a strong possibility, especially those, who, I don't even want to say like corporate workers, but for any of us now, it's a possibility that your job may now require that you have documentation that you have taken a vaccine that they may be trying to pump out to us as mandatory. What do you do in a situation like that where, you're supporting your family with your job, you have children, you have a family that you're supporting, and then especially if you have the knowledge to know how harmful vaccines are, what do you do when your job comes to you and they say, well, in order for you to continue to work here, you got to go now and take this vaccine? So I just wanted to bring that to this platform, because that is something to really take into consideration. And that is something that I have been thinking about. Like, what do I have in place when I refuse, when I say, no, I'm not taking that? I remember how I felt when I went into that clinic to take my vaccine when I was in school. I was so upset. It was just a lot of emotion. And I ain't gonna lie, I cried a little bit after the fact, but I had to tell myself, because I had to remember, okay, I communicate to my cells. My cells are all communicating right now. And if I go into a state of panic or into a state of shock or whatever, my body is going to react to that. So I had to do self-talk and tell myself, you know, you are healed, you are fine. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I was saying at the moment. But I remember that feeling, and I didn't like that feeling. And when it comes to my son has not been vaccinated in a very, very, very long time. Because once I knew, I was like, okay, I'm going to get the vaccination exemption form because I don't want us to have to go through this. So just keep that in mind with this. What would you do and what do you have?